Mark, pretty much another decisive performance here at home. Can you talk about what went well for your team today?
Yeah, lethal going forward, purpose, quality, numbers, just I think devastating when we're on the attack, on the charge. Loved what we did in the first half. Obviously it's one thing to be creating loads of chances, but to be finishing them. And then defensively I thought we were good in the first half, but we gave them some half looks. Felt like the Washington where we were pretty good, pretty quiet, but then we had to grow and improve in the second half as they made changes and wanted to grow. And in Washington we just got a bit stretched there for a bit. We got it back at the end of the game against Washington. That second half defensive performance was one of our best in eliminating key players, in eliminating momentum, and eliminating space. And when they did put the ball inside our 18-yard box, I thought we were just outstanding, and same with set pieces, defensive set pieces. So I loved what we did going forward, and defensively that second half was right up there with some of our best work, and right on cue because it's something we've been wanting to improve. And everyone, when it's a clean sheet, everyone, it takes all of us. And I think that the work that midfield and frontline did was crucial. Backline was tremendous. AD, just continues to prove what she's all about. All of the backline, and then Menga's probably the best individual performance I've seen maybe since the 17 championship. Thought she was outstanding today.
Obviously you guys have been good all season, you're in first place, but it does seem like with everyone back, maybe there was some struggles integrating everyone, and at first the last two games it seemed like maybe you flipped the switch. Would you agree with that?
I think it's easy to say because of goals and the result, but I felt like this game was going to be another step in finalising that transition. It's tough integrating people and players going through different things, principles, tactics. I thought we needed this game to continue growing. I thought we put in a great performance. It shows growth. It feels a bit like the Houston game, as in we were flying, we got them back together, had a couple of weeks, we're flying against Houston, and then we broke up with another break. So of course everyone goes through that. So we'll have another transition when we come back. I think the good thing is we're learning, players coming back, and it's not just a lot of players going away for FIFA dates for a lot of teams. We also got excited for our two young players that are going away in the 23s to England. We'll obviously have to get everyone back in, and good part is we've learned, and I think the players have been tremendous in managing that. So the question about are we on another page and being more collective? I think we're on the right track. Another little speed bump that everyone deals with. Can we deal with it well? 5 games to go. Normally game 3, game 4, when we got 3 or 4 left, that's when we're really rolling. So it won't be smooth, but hopefully we can stay on track on keep improving our collective performance.
Midge Purce was pretty effective today, and when she joined the Thorns, she was a wide player. She was playing as a fullback or sort of a winger. Can you talk about her transition to playing up top and what you've seen from her and how she's been performing in that role?
Yeah, it was an outstanding performance in front of goal, and she had a massive impact in the game. Even without the goal, she had a big impact. I was spending my time in the Washington DC area, knew all about Midge growing up, and the high school that she was playing at, and the coaches that were working with her, and then obviously watched her at Harvard. Disappointed not to get her in the draft, and then spent all year trying to get her here, and then dispersal draft, we got her. Last year, a couple of injuries tried to slow her down midway through when she was flying. Beginning of this year, tried to slow her down, and she's healthy, she's fit, she's really owned her own development, she's really grabbed her development and is driving forward and trying to improve each game, and I think she's reaping the rewards, and 2 worthy goals from her, but the performance around those was as important.
Can you talk a little bit more about your team's defensive performance in this game? I mean, 0 shots on target conceded in the second half. I mean, that's pretty impressive stuff. What was working so well?
Yeah, I didn't know that, and it was pure subjective when I talked about our defensive, and not necessarily statistic-wise. That kind of confirms what it felt like. We had this lesson a bit like last week. Washington 2-0 up, and wanting to do things to make sure we stay compact and stay tight defensively while trying to get more goals. Took us 20 minutes to figure it out last week, and felt like we did it immediately. We had a wild 3 or 4 minutes at the beginning of the second half. I just think that more time, more training around each other, continuing to get back to Thorns principles, And then also games like this, and we can talk player quality or tactics, but this is a big game, and I know every game's been big for a few weeks, and every game going forward is big, but this is a big game with two fantastic teams. Mentality is huge in these games, and I think when it gets to this stage of the season, Thorns look around the change room and say, let's drive on now. You know, we've been enjoying people's company, we've been working hard, but it's time to be Thorns and time to really drive on. And the group's got that look in their eye, and we see it at this stage of the season each year. It's not going to be clean, smooth sailing as we go through this next couple of weeks. It's going to be some speed bumps, but I think we've got mentality right now to deal with that and continue to try and move forward.